Yo, what's good, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Solid cut with your boy Ryan, back at it with another dope video. You feel me? Hey, listen, if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you for being here. You feel me? If you just clicked on this video because you was like, yo, who is this guy? You feel me? Who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? You just click the video. Thank you for clicking the video. Listen, if you want to stay, you can stay. If you don't, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell y'all something though, bro. You gotta be careful of this though. If you a dude at a job, bro, be careful of how you deal with these women at the job, bro. I've done things, but I ain't never really, get in too much trouble about it though. But I done my thing, you feel me? But you learn, you live and you learn, you know what I'm saying? But listen though, for the dudes that don't know and the dudes that be always trying to holler at the girls at the job, bro. At these times, bro, you want to make sure you keep your job, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you keep your job, bro, because government shut down. Inflation is crazy business. You know what I'm saying? All these things are going on, bro. It's hard to find another job. Jobs ain't paying like that. So you don't want to lose your job over some poom poom. You feel me? You don't want to lose listen, you do not want to lose your job over some poom poom. I seen that happen plenty of times, bro, to all type of niggas. I don't care what position you in. I don't care what type of money you was making. I don't it happened to all type of dudes, bro, because a lot of dudes don't know how to handle that shit at the job, bro. You feel me? Truth be told, bro, a lot of dudes don't know how to handle women, don't know how to handle women at the job, bro. You feel me? It's a lot of rules. It's a lot of rules to it, bro. It's a lot of rules to it, dog. And if you don't really know what you're doing, I suggest you don't do anything at all. You feel me? I'm trying to tell you, if you like your job, bro, if you like it just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because you're getting some good money, it's not too stressful, whatever. Don't lose your job over no pum pum, bro. You feel me? And this happens a lot because you gotta remember this, bro. A lot of dudes don't talk to women outside of the job. They just talk to women at the job. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes are lazy when it comes to dealing with women outside. You know what I'm saying? They only do it in the comfort places like the gym, school, at the job, little friends groups and shit. But outside of that though, they ain't, a lot of people ain't really talking to women outside like that, right? So you gotta remember, it's so when you at a certain job, bro, especially when you have a job that's mostly like female dominated, when it's like a lot of women in that sucker and like a few niggas or whatever, or it might be equal, you know what I'm saying, or balanced out, whatever. Niggas be thirsty, you feel me? Niggas be thirsty, niggas be fiending for the pom pom, right? So you got to remember that it's always niggas that's always going to be watching. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be niggas that's going to be jealous. It's going to be niggas that's going to be hating. All that shit is going to be there, especially in the job, in the workplace, right? So now you might see a girl that you like, that you see like, she cute, boom, boom, boom. You feel me? Y'all see each other all the time. She say hi to you, you say hi to her. How you doing? How you doing? And you like, yeah, she cute, she cool, and you start catching a little, you start like, you trying to see if you could make something happen with that. You trying to see if you could take her out, or if you trying to see if you could probably, have lunch with her and shit like that. Right? And she might just agree to it. She might be like, yeah, we could do that. But you gotta remember, bro, there's other guys that like that girl too. You feel me? There's other guys that's waiting on their turn. You know what I'm saying? But they see you chilling with her. They see you communicating with her on a daily basis. And, people start getting a little jelly. You feel me? They start getting a little jelly. You know what I'm saying? Then what? That's when people start making up stuff. People start coming up with rumors and gossip, and People try to throw you under the bus and try to get you caught up because they jelly. You know what I'm saying? You might not even smash the girl yet, but just off of the fact that you interacting with that girl, bro, you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people mad at you. You're gonna have people try to throw you under the bus and try to spread rumors about you because of you doing something that they not doing. You getting something that they not getting. You feel me? That's one little reason. That's one little thing right there. But we got a whole bunch of other things, a whole bunch of other factors that play into that, right? You might have, managers and supervisors that's going after that same girl. You feel me? And you don't know that these other dudes like that girl like that. You don't know that. So now what? Just off of you doing what you're doing with that girl, now your job gonna be harder because your manager, he know about you and her. He know that you and her talking and y'all going out to lunch together and this, that, and the third and what. He gonna make your job a living hell, bro. Because he know he not that nigga. He know he not about to get no buns. He know he not about to get nowhere near that girl. You know what I'm saying? She don't like him. Whatever it is, bro. And now your job about to be harder because of you interacting with that girl, bro. You know? So now you right there questioning, dang, like my manager, he trying to he doing this, he giving me the heavy load, he doing this and that and the third, he making me work overtime and make me stay. I'm the last one to leave and blah 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 and this and that. Yeah, you know why? Because he jelly. He mad. Big mad. You feel me? You might be the dude, bro, that can't handle rejection. You might be the dude that if you get rejected, you make the situation awkward between you and the girl. So you might see a girl and shit. You might try to talk to her. She reject you. You feel bad. You feel crazy. Now you mad. You know what I'm saying? Now you mad. You and your feelings and shit. Now when you see her, it's awkwardness. You know what I'm saying? It's awkwardness because you make it awkward because you feel a certain way that you got rejected. So now when you see her now, you giving her the stink face. You know what I'm saying? You start talking about her to other niggas. You start telling people how she this and how she that. So now that she gonna be hearing that you talking about her because she rejected you. Oh, nah, you just mad because you know what I'm saying? Because you got rejected. You feel me? And now you making everything awkward between you and her. And now what? She might end up reporting you to HR, bro, because she don't feel comfortable around you, bro. Because you making things weird because you don't know how to handle rejection, bro. So if you don't know how to handle rejection, bro, I don't suggest you try to talk to women at the job, bro. I seen like women get jealous because of you messing with this one, you talking to that one. Let me tell y'all something, bro. It's been plenty of times, right, where certain women at the job they might be feeling me, they might say I'm cute, boom, 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 all this type of stuff, right? And I don't even have these girls' numbers sometimes. You feel me? And they be acting jelly just off of the fact that another girl is talking to me. You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of times like that where I'm over here talking to this girl, I'm laughing with her, we chit chatting, we joking, boom, boom, boom. And I look over to the side, this other girl eyeing me down, mad, kissing her teeth and shaking her head and rolling her eyes. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, we're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because now that just off of that right there, that shows me that that woman I would not mess with. That woman I would not even try to get her number. I won't try to take none of that shit is going on because I already see how you acting just off of me chit chatting and laughing with another girl. You know what I'm saying? So small things like that you got to pay attention to because that's gonna show you what's to come if you was to mess with that girl, bro. Cause now you're gonna see that she get jealous easy. You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna see that she getting mad because she don't get the attention from you. You feel me? Women love attention, bro. So now if you that guy and women coming to you all the time because you make them smile and laugh and blush and do all these things, they feel good around you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come back and they're gonna want more of your energy and your attention. So now I seen this shit firsthand. I experienced this plenty of times, different jobs, from older women to young women my age, and younger and above 18, right? I seen all of this shit. I'm just like, God damn, you got to be careful of how you moving in the workplace. You got to be, because, like I said, there's people that's gonna be jealous, bro. That this girl like you and she don't like him. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be issues when you talking to this girl instead of that one, and she mad because this other girl getting the attention and she not. You feel me? It's been times where girls try to get at me, bro, and I had to reject them, bro. You feel me? Like, it's crazy to say, but it's like you had to reject them, bro. You had to let them know, like, nah, we can't do all that. You feel me? It's cool joking with you, but that's about it. Because you know that if she acting like this now and I ain't even get her the D, if I ain't give her the wood yet and she acting like this already, oh, just imagine when you do give her the D. She gonna be at work tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be at work stalking you. She gonna be at work, seeing who you talking to, where you at, where you going. If you work today, if you off today, she gonna want to find out all that shit, bro. And sometimes that's too much to deal with at work, bro. She, a girl might be, she might be trying to deal with a manager to get a better position, bro. And she can't deal with you. She can't talk to you because she gotta make sure she only with the manager because she's trying to finesse that manager to get a better position. But you and your feelings talking about, oh, why she don't want to mess with me? She messing with him, and she don't want to mess with me, and I bet she only messing with him because he got more money. Don't worry about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let her do what she do to get her position, and you let her be. You feel me? Listen. It's been the time, right, when I was younger, when I was working, when I was like, even this too, you might like a girl, bro, right? And you might end up hitting that girl, smashing that girl, right? And then you might end up finding out you're not the only one she's smashing. She's smashing two other niggas on the job. You know what I'm saying? She's smashing another nigga on the job, whatever it is. And when you find that out, bro, you cannot get mad, and you have to you have to understand that it's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's how the game go, bro. You feel me? You ain't gonna be the only one she smashing on and shit. You feel me? I remember the situation, bro. A long time ago when I was in Jersey, bro. I used to work for Bally's Total Fitness, the gym, right? I used to work for Bally's when I was like probably I think like 19, 20 type of age, like that type of age, right? So when I used to work at Bally's, I started off as a porter, right? Cleaning the locker rooms, cleaning the bathrooms, shit like that, right? That's how I started off, right? And then I ended up in I ended up in sales, you know what I'm saying? Selling memberships and shit like that, front desk, right? So I was doing that for some time, right? So, and I was cool with the personal trainers, you feel me? So it was two personal trainers I used to hang out with. One, he was Spanish. They was both older than me and shit. One was Spanish and one was black, right? So when I was working there, it was this white girl that I used to see all the time, right? 'Cause it used to be a little space. It used to be this little classroom, this little class, right? That they used to hold, the dancing classes and hold the bicycle classes, and the trainer that was in charge of the classes, I was cool with him. So when I used to be in there working out and shit, I used to go in there. I used to play music. I used to dance in there. You know what I'm saying? Do all these flips and do all these little gymnastic shits. You feel me? Handstands and front flips and whatever. I used to do all that type of shit. Staying active. You know what I'm saying? Keeping my body right. So when I used to do that, it used to be it was this one white girl that used to come around and like watch me and shit, watch me dance and shit like that, right? So one evening now I'm in there doing my thing, popping and shit like that. You feel me? Doing all that shit in there, right? So she come over to the other. She in one room. She come over to the room I'm in, and she end up talking to me and shit, right? We end up talking and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, boom. You know what I'm saying? It was like night. You feel me? So I was like, all right, you know, I got her number and shit, and I got her number, and I ain't really talked to her like that, right? But I know I was gonna see her in the gym again, like real soon, right? So I think like the next day, bro, I see her in the gym. I'm at work, you know what I'm saying? I get off a certain time. I go to I'm doing my thing after work in the gym. I see her again. We end up talking and shit, end up finding out what she about to do tonight. Boom, 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 right? So I end up, smashing this girl in her truck in the parking lot. You feel me? She had a kid. I seen the baby seat in the back. So I end up smashing this girl in the parking lot, right? Like the second day the second day I saw her. And then the next day, the next few days or whatever it is, right? I ain't say too much about it to the personal trainers, right? So we in the so we on break. We in the homie car smoking and shit, right? We hot boxing and all that, right? Personal trainer, they be smoking and shit same way. So we in the car hot boxing and shit, right? So me and the black dude now, we end up chatting and shit. I end up telling him what's up with this, with the white girl. And he end up telling me that, oh yeah, he fucking her too. He ended up telling me like, yo, he hitting that too. So I'm like, word. So boom, 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 right? So we in the car laughing about it, we talking about it, and I'm telling him how this shit go and how it happened, and he telling me what happened with him, and boom, 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 right? So so we in the car, we talking about that shit. We high as hell and all of that. So we just laughing about it and shit. And we go back into the gym. We do what we doing and shit. The next day, we see the girl again, and we ain't make nothing obvious. Like we didn't let her know like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It was none of that shit, but it was just like we was me and the homie was still cool. You feel me? We still did our thing. We still talked and we still worked out and we still smoked and shit like that after work. Like like even though we know we was hitting the same girl, bro, we ain't really care, bro. You feel me? We just did what we did. When he did his thing, he did his thing. When it was my turn, it was my turn. You feel me? Like that's how this shit. We was just sharing the girl. You know what I'm saying? So that happened at like 18, 19, bro. So shit like that trained me to not react and not to act a certain way and not to get mad and not to complain and not to bitch about it. Just understand like that is how the game go. You feel me? So after a while, I used to keep, I was dealing with her for some months and shit. So every time I go back to Jersey, you know what I'm saying? I had that shit lined up and everything like that. But I think the last time I went, I tried to, I tried to get with that. She was talking about how like she was tired of having different men come through. She didn't want her daughter to see all these different guys and shit like that. So I was like, whatever, boom, boom, boom. I forgot about that. That's dead. You know what I'm saying? And we keep it moving and shit, right? So I'm just saying, like, even at work, bro, if you find out, that girl smashing another dude and she not just hitting you, like you got to be good with all of that shit, bro. You can't get in your feelings, bro. You can't be at work tripping. You can't be at work trying to gossip and spread rumors and hate on niggas. That's just the game, bro. You feel me? That's just the game, bro. So if you can't handle that, don't mess with women at the job. Do not lose your job over some pum pum. You feel me? Because then sometimes another thing too is that you might get the pum pum and you become obsessed with the girl. You feel me? You at the job, you know what I'm saying, you mad that she talking to this guy, you mad that she over there laughing with this guy and do all this shit, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Girls got the job gonna make you try to be jealous, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done had girls try to come to me, tell me about this nigga, or try to show me this and show me that, and I'm like, listen, I don't care. You feel me? I do not care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be jealous, bro. You can't be on that type of time, bro. Because if you are, and if you one of them niggas that get obsessive about a girl and you can't let her go and you're always thinking about her and you always, if you like that, bro, just don't bother a woman at the job, bro, because you're gonna be in HR. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be accused for sexual harassment. You know what I'm saying? That you're gonna be fired and shit like that. I done seen this shit happen with hella niggas, bro. You feel me? Niggas that's married and shit getting fired because they creeping with some chick at the job. You know what I'm saying? Lost his 6-figure job, bro, over some poom poom. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, nigga, that's not about to be me. That's not about to be me. You feel me? So either if you do these things, you better know how to handle yourself, how to control your emotions, and know how to move and know how to be quiet. Because most of y'all be too loud and want to tell everybody, and then you tell one person, everybody find out, and then the girl mad and all this shit be going on. So if you don't know how to handle yourself when you're dealing with women at the job, bro, just leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to tell y'all that real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got something from this video, y'all know what to do. I appreciate y'all watching and tuning in with your boy.